Welcome into another episode of
My ears!
No Impulse Control. I am Justin.
I'm Jasmine, deaf as ever. Oh,
Nothing new there. So Jasmine, a couple weeks
yes.
ago, we did an episode on aliens.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
And in that episode, we talked a lot about what potentially could be true or could not be true, also known as conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And I still stand to what I said in the aliens episode. And I know that we've had some feedback on that one, and we did offer up a conspiracy theory episode in that episode. So what do you got for me? Anything? Do you have anything off the top of your head that you would like?
Birds aren't
this
real.
Is so true.
Birds aren't real.
Oh.
Birds are facets of the government. They are sent to spy on us. That's why you often see when you're okay, so not often, but like hear me out on this one. I find that when I'm not like illegal stuff, right? Like I'm not like, robbing banks or whatever, but when I'm doing just like I don't know, weird stuff. I don't know what specifically I would be saying weird stuff, but like birds accumulate on the lines, right? Like one appears and then there's 10 and then there's 50. What are you all doing on that power line? You know what I mean? And so there's like the whole big thing. It came out during COVID a lot that birds work for the government. They are little cameras for the government to spy on its people in a way that, they just don't get to in day-to-day life. I personally believe that, you know how at Disneyland and Disney World, they pump smell into the air? You heard of that? To like make the experience. Sorry, there's someone else.
What was that?
There's a car going by.
The T-Rex just like roar. Give me the Duncan.
We have our window open because it's really nice out right now. But that was a car going by. Anyway, but you know how they pump the smells in and they pump certain sounds into the air, so it's like you get that ambiance.
Yeah. Do
you know the sound on TikTok that's like the birds tweeting and it's like, this sounds like 2006 August? No? Cool. It's like birds tweeting and it just sounds like it's a nostalgic sound of like, it sounds like summer. It sounds like the birds.
What TikTok are you on?
Conspiracy theories. Anyway, long story short, birds aren't real. The government is spying on us, and they're trying to steal your information via birds. Your turn. While I find this TikTok audio, I'm going to find it for you.
I tend to agree, actually. I think about it, and I'm like, some birds are just stupid enough. I don't think that the government would use them. But there are other birds out there, crows, that I could definitely see. Sounds like you're walking in the woods.
Yeah, it's just supposed to be like a.
Doesn't sound like August of 2006, mid-June.
I'm trying to find it.
August 2006, mid-June. Like nobody's gonna call me on that one. Thank you.
Okay. This one.
Yeah.
It's just like a. It's just like a.
I get what you mean, friend, but I do not understand.
So the theory is that I've seen is that this sound was something to make people want to be outside and not, focused on like TV and stuff like that. That the birds were programmed to tweet because everybody had this exact same experience of hearing that sound, right? Like you would recognize that and be like, I've heard this set of whatevers before. And then you would, you'd be like, oh, I want to go outside. I miss playing outside. I miss playing with things that aren't on my screens. And so one of the theories that I just saw that I love, I mean, I don't love it, but I think is absolutely correct, is that, I'm like really hyped about this, is that the sound is becoming really popular on TikTok and like other social media stuff. And that it's starting to sound, people are noticing the bird sounds are back. like outside, and it's reminding people to go outside and not be on their phones and experience
Mm.
nature, so they're not paying attention to things that are happening on their phones, like real world issues, and they're not focused on like big news articles like some other things we're going to talk about today, like P Diddy and name drop, and he's not watching this.
No, he ain't. If he is,
If
why are
he
you
is,
watching us while you're trying to run?
hey,
Anyways,
could you show up for court?
could you not be a piece of garbage?
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, I like that one better. But yeah, so anyway,
So, you know what's weird?
what's weird?
I was driving today, and as I was
Proud of you.
driving, thank you. As I was driving, I saw a leaf. And how my brain works is I see something and then I think of something else. So I saw the leaf and I was like, is that a butterfly? And so I was like, oh, look, a butterfly. And then it wasn't a butterfly, it was a leaf. But then I was like, wait a second, when was the last time I saw an actual butterfly? Because as a child, I remember seeing butterflies all over the place, like every day. But they're gone.
Well, I think they're going extinct, Justin. But
Well, yes, but like, they're gone. Like, even when I go into like nature, they're still gone.
I mean, I see moths a lot.
Yeah, I'm
Like
talking
you
like
see a lot
a
of.
full on butterfly, like
I
one of
know
those
what a
beautiful ones.
Yeah. I know what a butterfly is.
And it just
I
kind of
feel
what
like
I'm saying is it fits into your what you were
I
just
feel like I
saying.
haven't seen a butterfly in a very long time.
That's what I'm saying.
I haven't seen a butterfly since I heard the noise, the doo bird noise. That's the best I could do to mimic that
No, that's
sound.
fair. Yeah,
That's weird.
that's what I'm
You know what else I
saying.
haven't? Oh, you know what else I haven't seen in a while?
Hmm.
Animals like besides squirrels and chipmunks. Like when you're at home, I see a lot of squirrels and a lot of chipmunks, but I
Hmm.
don't see like any other wildlife ever.
I see deer.
I
I see
see.
deer more often.
Okay, yeah, we live in Maine. We see a lot of deer, but like I only ever see dead porcupines. Never seen an alive one humbling about.
Yeah, or
A
raccoon,
dead. I saw a dead possum the other
skunks.
day. Dead skunk. I've never seen any of those creatures alive walking around.
Hmm. I've seen skunks. I've seen skunks recently.
You have?
Yeah, there was one
You
on
hanging
our
out with
property.
skunks?
No, there was one on our property the other over the summer.
Wild. Did you go poke it?
No, I didn't want to get
Good.
sprayed.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
I also didn't want it to live under our porch, so I had to do something, but it just went away, so I didn't have to deal with it. I didn't do anything, it went away by itself.
What were you going to do?
Probably gonna trap it and bring it somewhere else.
You would have gotten sprayed.
Just blanket. It's gonna
You would have
stank,
gotten
but
sprayed.
yeah. Well, I got a truck now, so I'll just put it in the truck bed and go. But
A
anyways,
truck now.
I try.
No, you don't. It's in the shop.
No, it's not. It's in my driveway right now.
Oh. All right. Yeah. What's another conspiracy theory that you've got? I'm gonna let you go.
I actually wanted to finish what I was saying earlier.
I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the idea of like some birds probably agents of the government, others
Oh, for sure.
definitely not agents of the government. Seagull probably
Chickadees?
not. Chickadees probably not an agent of the government.
I think a chickadee is for sure working for the Maine state government.
Okay, maybe the main one, but not like a general. I think
I think the
crows and
seagulls are
ravens.
working for the Coast Guard.
Crows and ravens are my two that I'm like, I don't trust you. I feel like you've got connections that I
You
don't
know
have.
what? I trust crows and ravens explicitly more than I trust many other birds. They bring shiny things.
Fair, but they're
You don't have a crow
watching
that
you.
brings you shiny things?
No, I'm not Cinderella.
Nope, she didn't have crows. She had like bluebirds.
Whoops,
And
I'm
sparrows.
not. Who is the? Well, I'm talking
Aurora.
about like. Well, no,
Snow White.
I was just gonna talk about like the fact that there's a bird that's bringing you. Anyways,
You just gotta feed them, and they'll bring you things.
you got like a horde of what's the
I
thing
had one.
called?
I had a crow a couple years ago when we first
You have a
moved in
murder of
here.
crows over there.
I would love a murder of crows. No, I had one crow that was following me around for a bit
Creepy.
when I was working at
It's the
my
government
first school.
following you.
They can follow my Insta.
Wild.
Anyway, I fed it accidentally once with garbage, like the leftover whatever we had for dinner, and it ate it, and I got coins, got pennies for a little while.
Wild.
Yeah.
Uh,
Government was paying me for corn.
So another government one actually is The
What? Another government
Yeah, another
one?
government
Shocking.
conspiracy theory. Wouldn't you guess that?
Yep.
So when celebrities die at their peak, they are replaced by lookalikes.
Yeah, like Avril
Avril
Lavigne.
Lavigne, and then Kanye West.
Now,
Kanye West, honestly, I think
oh
is
my,
replaced.
Yay.
Sorry, Ye
Yay
is.
West.
You didn't know that until
Technically.
5 minutes before we recorded. Don't try this. Don't come at me when I had to tell you.
Hey, I'm in tune with Ye's.
Oh yeah,
be up.
you're in tune with Ye. You really
his-
want to be in tune with Ye, all of his beliefs.
No,
and
I
stuff?
do not. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't want that on the record.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So,
yeah, I'm really in tune with Ye and P Diddy and all of their stuff.
Jasmine, you're a teacher, a teacher of young minds, and you're saying that?
Children too, not just their minds. Yeah, probably not my best look.
No, it's not. Anyways, when
So
celebrities,
you think Ye is replaced?
I think he is. There's a out there. I can't remember where I saw it, but there was like a video or something. It was probably TikTok, if we're being honest. But it was like of him in like 2012 versus him in like 2016, and they look slightly different, which is weird because his views kind of changed and became more vocal.
Yeah,
around 2016.
And the other, I don't know if his views changed or if he just felt like he could start sharing them because of our political climate.
Or he died and they replaced him with somebody that looks similar.
With someone who was willing to say it. All right.
Or they killed him, whoever they is, and replaced him with somebody that they had.
The CIA.
Probably.
A backup Kanye.
I mean, though,
it's actually one of the wax figures.
I mean,
one of the wax figures that they got from Nevada.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me, and this is something that's probably down the road. I don't know if you have it written down, but it wouldn't surprise me if they kept all of the celebrities that they wanted to. This is extreme conspiracy theory, okay? And I don't know if anybody else has said it, but it's mixing a couple of them. It wouldn't surprise me if behind Mount Rushmore, all of the heads were celebrities that that CIA and the government had replaced, and they have them mind just stuck
in those what's the word I'm looking for, containers full of the green
they're
juice.
Just floating there.
They're just
they're trying to
Matrix style,
and they're they can't move, but they've got somebody else,
or Star Wars where they've got Han Solo frozen in the
it wouldn't surprise me.
So speaking of government,
as we do,
speaking of government and speaking of celebrities, this one's going to be a hot topic, but it's super prevalent. So do you know, and I didn't know this, but I just found this out, Epstein's Island, right? Let's go right into it.
Yeah, ding dong.
Yeah. Did you know that started as a conspiracy theory that they're hey, there's this island that a bunch of celebrities are touching children out at, and they're bringing child stars, and they're it's a big thing, government people, whatever there. It started as just a bunch of people who were this exists, it's a conspiracy theory. And then it got proven, because I was on a website that was conspiracy theories that were proven to be true, and I was wait a minute, that didn't start as hey, we found this island and we linked it back to him. I didn't know that started as conspiracy, and I just it brought up the Nickelodeon logo. Have you seen that the
logo old one or the new one?
Not the foot one, because that's a whole other Dan Schneider issue. Look up the Nickelodeon Splat logo. Apparently, some people put it together and it looks wildly the same. Nickelodeon logo looks like Epstein's Island.
Really?
The splat, the way they had turned it, but it looks like Epstein's Island.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh my god! I just typed in the word Nickelodeon. It's the.
That's insane.
Right? Okay, so then this stupid website says it's a nod to its past, not Jeffrey Epstein's Island, and I disagree.
We're on. I'm gonna hang on real quick. We're on video for those who are watching on YouTube, so I'm gonna just give you a little visual here.
Oh my god! Yay! I forgot about that we're on video now. That means I gotta stop fidgeting.
Okay, look at this.
Okay. Yep. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
That's
So
my
that
face
one
too,
down
buddy.
in the
Um, I looked at
this
this one
one.
right here. That's the one that I was like, whoa.
Okay, yes, that's the one that I saw the other day. Okay, so let me read you this little thing. It says that the four-part docu-series "Quiet
Which
on
I
the
wish I could
Set"
watch.
put Nickelodeon.
Sorry.
Do you not have Hulu
I
either?
have Hulu. I just don't. It's not on Hulu. It's on HBO.
Is it
It's
on
on
Paramount?
HBO, which you have to have.
It's on HBO. I have an HBO login. Let me get it for you, and then I'll
I
log
want
us
to
both
watch
in.
that so bad. Like I've wanted to
I
watch
want
it
to.
so
It's gonna
bad.
make me
Yeah. Oh yeah.
sick, but I think I'm. Yeah. Okay. So, um, So, like a bunch of social media posts compared the famous orange splat logo to aerial images of Little St. James, a 75-acre island in the U.S. Virgin Islands, once owned by convicted sex offender
This guy
Jeffrey
right there.
Epstein. Rest in peace,
No,
brother.
don't
Well,
rest in
actually, don't
peace.
rest in peace. Rest,
I hope you're
rest
tortured for the
in
rest of your
dangerous
place that
hell.
you're
Yeah,
at.
limbs pulled from body, whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, there's like a ton of
That's
posts
crazy.
like bearing the resemblance. Um, and then the Nickelodeon logo is part of a 2023 rebrand for networks that harked back to their previous logo. So there was like a bunch of networks that like went back to their original
Yeah.
logos. In a trade publication, Sabrina Kaluari said that research showed strong feelings for the network's legacy identity. I was like, yeah, strong feelings for the legacy identity. I have a feeling it's not for the legacy identity you think it is. And the strong feelings are anger and
Yeah.
disgust.
That's so
But yeah, so like
gross.
the splat logo, and then you know about the foot logo, obviously, because that's what we grew
Right.
up with
We
was
had
the
the foot.
foot.
I mean, that was our
Yeah,
like formative years was the foot. We had the splat before that. Or no, was the splat after? Splat was after.
I think uh, Nickelodeon logo timeline. There we go. There we go. Okay,
I'm gonna
timeline.
share it so we can see.
So Nickelodeon. Well, I would, but I can't get to it. It's not loading. Oh, it doesn't even show the foot on here. That's so wild. Oh, Nick Jr. has the original has the splat Epstein Island. That makes me
That's
upset.
worse, yeah.
Yeah. Like why did they have to put that little dot, you know what I mean? Like it's not over the
Right.
eye. If it were over the eye, I
Yeah, then
would
you
get
can
it.
like okay, that's better.
Okay, so the Nickelodeon logos is just like 1984 to 2009 is just like a splat with a bunch of dots. 98 to 2000 is another splat, but it's just like they're all different
Mm-hmm.
logos. Like none of them are the same, and they're all like in the same year. Um, why was there a foot though? I don't remember why it
It
was
was
a
because
foot.
it was
I mean, I know
the
why it was a
foot would
foot.
step on something and it would splat,
Oh my god, that's
but the
right.
foot was also orange.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that. Ugh. Anyway. But yeah, so that brings me to the Nickelodeon, the Quiet on Set thing, which is also another big conspiracy. Like, so many people were involved in keeping that so
Mm-hmm.
quiet. And it's just like, it was a conspiracy theory for years that Dan Schneider and friends were like these disgusting,
Human beings.
let's say it what it is,
Yeah, big time
pedos.
pedos.
Um, big time pedos. And then, like, because remember, I don't know if you remember or were ever on the side TikTok. Do you remember, like 3 or 4 years ago, a bunch of videos came out from Victorious, like behind the scene videos, and it was like Dan Schneider and friends or like other producers on the show would go try and talk to the actress for
Mm-hmm.
Jade and Ariana
Mm-hmm.
Grande, and it would be like them were laying on the ground, so their skirts are riding up a bit. Their shirt, you know, what shirts were always way
Mm-hmm.
too low cut, like uncomfortably low for a kids TV show, and the producers would come try and like lean over them with a camera and talk to them in a very provocative way. And the guys on set would always be like, hello, and pop up into camera
That's what a
just to
lot of
like
like the quiet on
get it.
set.
Like,
That's what it talks about a lot. Is like Jerry
right,
from iCarly. I can't
right.
remember his last. Jerry Trainer from iCarly.
Trainer. Love
He
Jerry
was like
Trainer.
protecting the kids and like
Hmm. The guy who plays
yep.
Psychowitz.
Yep.
in Victorious, he was wicked protective
Yep.
over those kids. Like, and it got to, like, just some of the
Yeah, they were gross.
questions
Or even
that
the
they're like
axe.
when
The
Dan would,
axe of like Ariana Grande having to spill water
yes,
on her neck because it was. I wonder if was it Ariana or was it Amanda Bynes? It might have been Amanda, where she
Amanda
was like,
Bynes. Oh my
I
god, her
wonder
story,
if a girl
so
can drink
sad.
water upside down, and it's like the camera, and she's laying
Yeah,
backwards over an edge of a bed, and she's like trying to drink
yeah,
water, but it's spilling on her like neck and stuff. Like,
yeah.
why?
Who is
It's
this
for
for? It's for the
it's
adults. It's
for
for the gross
pedophiles,
adults.
is what it is.
Right. It
Like, it's
absolutely
disgusting.
is.
So yeah,
So,
that's
on a, yeah.
that's a conspiracy theory that both of us,
Ah!
unfortunately, both of us didn't see because we were kids. We were kids, not able to like. We didn't know.
Well, and even as kids, some of the episodes were like,
They were questionable. Yeah.
right. Like there was a few that I remember watching that I was like, ooh, because SpongeBob was on
Yep.
Nickelodeon, wasn't it?
Still is.
Was SpongeBob another Dan Schneider
No.
show?
Dan Schneider was more
No.
so like live action, if I remember correctly. He was Amanda Bynes, Drake and Josh, iCarly, Victorious.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's a gross looking guy
disgusting
too.
person. I don't like him.
Ugh.
So another one that I have, and this is one that I think you and I can agree on, and the reason I'm bringing it up is because we might potentially, if everybody wants it, we might potentially have an episode about it. But briefly, mermaids, abominable snowman, Loch Ness monster, aliens, Bigfoot, all real. All real.
All real.
Specifically,
You telling me
that's where I was going to go. Specifically, mermaids. How do we not
You telling
know?
me that many cultures? Telling me that many cultures reported seeing the same thing? Beautiful women who just were like, ah, singing, and then drowning men
Right.
is not
or
real?
even like, I mean, I get it, you know, the whatever that's called when you don't get enough of your vitamin thing that comes from the oranges. What do you get from scurvy? Yeah,
Scurvy.
like I get that can cause some like psychic, you know, things, but also at the same time,
yeah, but lots of people
we don't know what is in the ocean, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again: we don't know what's in the ocean, and we don't know what's in the space. How the hell are we supposed to know?
Are
otherwise?
you telling me H2O?
Okay,
The show
chill
H2O
out.
is not
Chill
based
out.
on true
Okay,
events?
chill out.
It's true events.
Chloe,
Thank you.
is that one? Clear. There you go. That one.
Arner. Arner. Clear. I'm so sorry to any Australian fans. We are so not getting money from
so
this.
yeah, mermaids, aliens.
This episode will not
mermaids,
be monetized.
Aliens for sure.
Aliens,
Abominable
for sure.
Snowman, I could see being true. We like.
I can see being true. There's a lot of the Arctic that we don't explore because it's cold.
Loch Ness monster,
and like
I can see it.
I can see it.
I can see it. I don't know. I don't have any scientific backing or really any reason why it's true. I just believe it's true.
There are big things in bodies of water. We don't know them all. That body of water,
especially if it's
deep,
at the very bottom,
deep.
And even if we're going under there with whatever, they're like they've been there forever. So like,
yeah, ever heard of hiding
that,
under the
or
silts?
even the idea of like they've been there, they know the space.
Yeah, they're gonna hear you splashing about.
And then Bigfoot. Bigfoot, he's the only one that I'm like, maybe not.
Somebody should have seen him by now.
But there have been sightings. They're never confirmed, but there have been sightings.
They're never confirmed
but
to
at
be
the same
true,
time,
but
we have had sightings of aliens, but the government, all as of recently, hasn't really confirmed it.
The government,
so like,
the government did.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It took them how many years to get there? Maybe they know Bigfoot's out there.
Like 5
more than 5. Everybody said, people have been saying Area 51's been a thing forever.
Dude, do you remember the We Can All Storm Area 51
that
thing where they're like, they can't
I was
stop us all?
Down to go to Arizona for that. Arizona?
Yeah.
New Mexico?
Nope.
Where is it?
Nope.
Nevada.
Whew.
I think you're right. It's in that area.
It won't even let me search
Government
it up.
saying not happening today.
It's in Nevada, but if you click on the map, it's just like... Okay, hold on. I need to show the family this, the team.
You
How do
go
I
to the
share?
share button.
With this button that says share. I see it. I see it. Okay. So this, if you search up, right,
Hmm.
Area 51 into your little thing, it won't give you a pointer. It'll just say it's
Hmm.
generally
Hmm.
right here. But just like there's nothing out here except for this National
Which
Wildlife
could be where
Range.
Bigfoot's living. Just saying.
Could be.
It's
What is this?
maybe that's where the
Papoose.
Loch Ness monster is. I know.
Whoa,
I
there's a
know Ness
crater
is
out
in.
here. Whoa, what? Whoa. Like a big old crater
That's
out
where
in the middle of
Thor
the desert.
landed. We already talked about that in Marvel.
That's where well, yeah, that's where that's where Area 51 is like
Hmm.
right here.
Can you back out so I can see the states?
Yes, I can back up so you can see the
I want to see
states.
how close it is. So, no, not to
To
us. To
us?
like, okay, so Arizona, New Mexico. It's like it's right there. It's pretty close. I know I'm pointing, and none of you can see where I'm pointing, but like,
Yes,
so I was pretty
Arizona is
close.
right here. Down here is where I grew up. And then Area 51 is up here. So I was so close
You
to
had
Area
an
51,
opportunity and
dude.
you didn't take it. Well,
Yeah,
sounds
I
like
was
a problem
13.
for 13-year-old
So
Jasmine. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
I'll let Patricia know. But no, I fully believe that all of those are real. I also believe
I could
fairies are
see it,
real.
and even
Um, fully believe like wood
what is
brownies,
the
wood nymphs,
what are they
all that
called?
shit.
Um, maybe
Elves?
yeah, I think it's elves because you remember Yeah Yeah Ding Dong movie, whatever that's called.
I do.
Um,
No,
Eurovision, wherever
Eurovision.
that's placed. I think it's Sweden.
I didn't watch it.
Sweden, I think they do elves. I think
Sure.
that's their. I might be offending a whole country,
Lots of
but
countries do.
like not
What do you
do
mean
elves,
do
but
elves?
like they believe and they do a lot of things for elves. They have like elven huts on the mountains and like bring them stuff and like I don't know if that's elves or if it's like it's not dwarfs. It's not what is it? I don't
I
either.
don't
Either way,
know.
I
The
think it's
Elves
elves.
Mountain in
So yeah, I
yeah.
think that all of those.
The isolated region is considered to be the central province of the Elves. Their queen resides at her fortress at
Cool.
Alfaborg, behind the small wooden. Oh, that's a long
Anyways,
word.
I think that all of those mythical creatures have a possibility of being true or being real. Some of them, in my mind, have a more likely possibility. Some of them are like probably just a hairy dude running around in the woods. So
Well, no, but like think about it, because like Bigfoot is said to be what, like nine
mhm.
feet tall maximum.
Yeah, but
That's a
how are we
tall
supposed to
guy,
know?
right? But think of, but think of some of the people that we have
Hmm.
walking the face of the earth.
Big dude.
Shaq, big dude. Genetics don't generally provide that
Hmm.
much height to one. I mean, how tall are Shaq's parents? Are they
Not
also
not
eight
really.
hundred feet tall? Right. But like it leads one to believe. I mean, if there are people that tall, they
Hmm.
came from somewhere, because a lot of data supports that like as generate oh, he's back, the guy. Um as generations go, like people, the average height gets shorter and shorter.
Hmm.
So we got these tall people coming out of nowhere. I'm thinking it's a
Could
Yeti
be.
getting down, coming down from his mountain once every 9 months to help,
Keep
procreate
the Yeti around.
a little bit of his
I could see
inheritance.
it.
Yeah. So on a flip note, I got to talk about one conspiracy. Rocks are soft until you touch them.
Can you say that again so I understand what you just said? Because I think I heard something, but I'm not sure that I can handle looking at you right now with that kind of statement. You did not just say rocks are soft.
Rocks are soft
Okay, so you
until
did
you
say
touch
what I
them,
thought you
like
said.
oobleck.
What the hell is wrong with you on that one?
Right.
Okay.
I don't believe
Okay.
it. I'm just saying it is a
Whew.
conspiracy theory. I think that maybe there are some things in nature that are soft, and then when you touch them, it's like an oobleck situation where it gets hard, like the surface tension. Rocks could be
Rocks are
one of
not that
those,
way.
Justin. How do you know? You've only ever touched a hard rock. You don't know what they're like until you touch them. They could be soft, they could be plushy, but when you touch them and they're hard, you're only going to say this rock is
Dude,
hard.
Nana's gonna have
You're
a
touching
field
it.
day with you.
How
right
would you
now.
know?
You keep that up. Nana's gonna roast you in the comments.
Why? Rocks could be soft until they're touched. I don't know.
No,
what to
they
tell you.
can't. No, they
This
can't.
keeps getting on a.
Because the
How
Earth.
do you know?
They're made
you don't
from
know
Earth.
that. Okay, the Earth
What
could
do you
be soft
mean?
until you touch it. Physics works in weird ways, my guy. Say your next one. Let's move on.
I can't handle
I'm
you
done with
right
this
now.
conversation. What's your next one? What's your
My
next
one
one?
is kind of a sad and a little morbid thought, but FDA has a cure for cancer, but they don't want to give it out.
Thank you.
Mainly
yes.
because, and this is the only reason I could say, okay, maybe that's true. If they cured cancer, there goes all the money that they're getting for cancer treatment, chemo, and all that.
Yeah. You know what though? And this is shitty of me because like to people who are fighting cancer,
oh yeah,
that's a tough fight. I do not like that's the worst, right? There are a lot of celebrities who like have cancer and then a few months later they're like
right,
cancer free.
Same with like
and it's
AIDS.
like what
That's
drug did you get?
See. AIDS, HIV/AIDS.
Well, yeah, AIDS conspiracy theories. I know what that is. But it was fabricated by the government to eradicate gay men. That is a big conspiracy theory from the 70s and 80s. You haven't heard that? Oh my god. Okay, so there's a huge conspiracy theory for a very long time because it is prevalent in gay communities, right? That this was introduced in the 70s and 80s to gay men. Like this what am I thinking? Illness, sickness, disease. There we go. I was trying to go through my words. This disease was introduced to gay men and was given during doctor's appointments to certain people in the form of a shot as like this is just one of your shots kind of thing. And then those men were going out and having unprotected sex and they were passing it along to more and more people and it became a total epidemic. And it was introduced into the population to get rid of the population so that we were back to a clean America
Did they not
with no gay men.
Think about the fact, I guess it's the 70s and 80s, but like, I mean, even in the 80s though, and late 70s, like everybody kind of slept together.
That doesn't matter. We just care about getting rid of the gays, Justin. The gay people need to be gone in the 80s. But like it was like a common thing, and then people who got it, it was a mark on them that like if you tested positive for HIV or AIDS, even if you slept with you were in a heterosexual relationship, whatever, like you got the black mark, And because HIV/AIDS is passed through blood, you know what is also passed through blood is birthing.
They really
so if that's a true, if you test positive,
you know what?
I don't think that one's true, but that's a big conspiracy, and
that's what I was about to say. I don't know that I wouldn't believe it. Same with the cancer one. I don't know that I wouldn't believe that it's not true.
I wouldn't believe, I wouldn't put it past certain entities to be pumping our food and the things that we put on our skin full of carcinogenics. Or maybe not carcinogenics. That might not be the right word. I'm saying big words now.
Yeah.
But full of cancer products to make us buy products that reduce cancer so that we're spending more money. But those products also have cancer stuff in them. So then we're going to the doctor and we're spending thousands on chemo. And if we can't spend thousands on chemo, they can send it to collections and bill us and keep us poor.
I wouldn't put it past the government. I'll say that. Or the FDA. Because
have you heard
in all reality, both of them, like... And here's the thing. This is coming from somebody who like health is. I like health. This is like my realm. It's not like I'm not like a genius. And I said this before I started, but like,
I'm fully bashing the
health,
FDA.
But I also know that there are moles. There are bad people. There are bad people that are easily swayed by money. there are a lot of things. There are good people who make poor
Yeah.
choices. Like, it's just I can't fully
Mhm.
say.
There are good people who make
Right.
choices that
I
they
can't
don't know
fully
they're
say
making.
that I wouldn't believe this. And that's sad. That is so sad.
Right. Right. Have you heard the theory about projects in New York, Boston, like big cities? Project
Yeah.
living? Like, the projects, right? They're super dense populated city areas full of predominantly
Hmm.
like black and people of color communities. Um
Hmm.
and immigrant communities. And these are the most
Hmm.
heavily policed areas in the United States. Obviously, there are crime centers in different places that
Yeah.
are very heavily police presence, but these areas, these project areas, are heavily policed, and they are put on like a pretty much constant surveillance of. They're in like a police state almost all the time, in rehab, in not in rehab but in a rehab course that I took in college. We talked a lot about, we watched a documentary
Hmm.
confirming a lot of these things, where people were posting their experiences of it, and it had been thought that this was
Right.
happening, and then it was proven to be true. But that government FDA thing of, they put a ton of people into unlivable situations, totally uninhabitable. They're constantly surveilling them. It's making people paranoid. They're doing things. They're also
Mm.
introducing drugs into the area by sending in people who they're working with to see, who would buy. And then they can arrest those people. That's the war on drugs.
We're
We'll
not
get to
gonna have
that
time
later.
for
That's
that.
not this episode. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. And her, that's a whole other concept
Yeah.
that just baffles me. But anyway, um, but these people who are like forced to live in these uninhabitable situations are then like kept awake for long periods of time. It's the
Yeah.
same thing that's
Yeah.
happening over in the Middle East frequently, where they're living in these horrible situations, and they're doing things like at 2 in the morning putting
Hmm.
on the searchlights because they're looking for someone, and they just can't do it
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
these, the football field lights that light up the, football fields. They have those in some of these neighborhoods and communities that they're
Hmm.
turning on at obscene hours, and they're patrolling with the loudspeakers. We're looking for XYZ person, and they're just going at all hours of the night. So it's keeping people up. They're sleep deprived. They're more likely to take drugs. They're not allowed to leave that area because they're afraid someone's going to break into their
Right.
home, because crime is prevalent there. They're introducing certain things in. Diseases are running rampant. They are too poor to afford to leave, so they have to stay
Yeah.
there. So it's overpopulated. Like, it's a whole thing. It is a horrifying. And when I say this word
Yeah.
ingenious, it's not because I think it's good. I think it's like, government wise, it's a
Yeah.
genius way to keep the population poor so that they
Yeah.
can't get better and
That's crazy.
overrun you.
So,
Because
so
yeah, there's
Jasmine, I
curfews.
I know you can get right into it.
I'm sorry. I'm
I
going to go on a
think
rant. I'm
if
sorry.
the viewers want to hear this, I'm willing to go down this road. You gotta let us know though. Jasmine, where can they find you on socials?
Yelling about the world. I had three more that I really wanted to go over, but
Maybe we'll have a
we'll go over
part
them
two.
later. Um, okay. They can find me at Asminsta on Instagram and TikTok. They can find the show at No Impulse Control
Hmm.
on Instagram and TikTok as well. Justin, where
TSK
can they
one two
find
three
you?
nine,
Sorry.
or the Soccer King 1239 on any social. You look up either of those, you'll probably find me. And don't forget to follow our
Mm-hmm.
Instagram, No Impulse Control, and our TikTok, No Impulse Control. And make sure that you are sharing this, liking, commenting,
Like,
subscribing,
commenting,
sending it to your
subscribing.
grandparents. Do all the fun things that we want you to do so that you can support us and give us all the.
Maybe don't send this one to
Depends.
your
Are your
grandparents, but send it
grandparents
to your
conspiracy
friends.
theorists? Full send. Or I was gonna
Will
say,
this start a fight on
yeah, we just had
Thanksgiving?
Easter,
Send it
so it could
out.
be a good time to like put this out there. And there goes Jasmine again. So we're gonna close it out. So my question to my viewers, or to our viewers, is, I said ours. Chill out with those eyes. Our viewers is, what is the conspiracy theory that you have, whether we talked about it or not, that you have and fully in your heart you believe that's true. Because I want to know. I want to know what you guys think, because I think that would be awesome to hear and to know about. But other than that, make sure you're sharing it. Make sure you're posting it. When I say it, I mean like us, not the conspiracy theories. Share, post our YouTube, our Spotify, the videos, what you think of us, all the fun things. At least get our name out there. Help us out. Help a friend out. And we'll see you in the next one. Jasmine, do you have anything else you want to add? And with
Don't
that,
trust the
peace
government,
out.
folks.